This is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my first reaction of today, we are going over to Japan, and I'm very, very excited and apprehensive and all feeling this kind of jellyish kind of feeling around me because I'm going to be reacting to Love Bites, and they're introducing their new bass guitarist instead of Miho. I do follow Miho on Twitter and she's doing amazing things, as well as Love Bite, as you know. But this, I have been like holding back. I really have. But I really can't wait to hear Asami, Midori, Miyako, Haruna on the bass. But this new bass guitarist, Fami. I think, is it Fami? Is it how you pronounce it, Fami? I haven't seen her. I haven't seen no photos of her, nothing. I've just been holding back because no matter what photos you see, and no matter how many kind of clips you might see of her doing a solo piece or whatever, like I said, I haven't seen nothing. It doesn't mean anything until they are gelling within the band. You know, you can play your best sets on a solo, but how do you gel with a band? How do you gel? Are you adding? Are you keeping a balance? Because look, you can't add a bass. You can't replace a musician with someone that is of a low standard, of a lower caliber. Not unless you are wanting to bring a different kind of dimension into the band where it actually fits, or you want to have something that is, I don't know, exactly the same, like nothing hasn't been missed. And if there's nothing that's been missed, would you be disappointed? Or would you say, yeah, like brilliant, we can still carry on? Or do you want something that adds a new flavour, that is more than, that is like you can see their personal character? Because you see Miho's character, right? So am I going to see this particular character? What am I going to see from this character? I don't know. I won't know until I've been pondering for ages on this one. But it still comes down to, you won't know until I press that button. And I keep on looking at the button. See, I'm looking over that side because I'm keeping looking at that button to press play. And I'm like, ooh. But you know what? I'm ready for it. I am. So look, let's do this, shall we? Without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it? Ooh, that play button. Coming in. We all know Braveheart, don't we? Bravehearted, sorry. I've learned a lot with those guitars, a hell of a lot. Thank you guys. Okay. 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 First impressions. Okay, I'm going to let the elephant out the bag straight away. Appearance-wise, she's got this kind of Miho look. If her hair was a different colour, people would be saying, wait a minute, hold on, is that her sister or something? She's got this kind of Miho look. So is that what you was going for? The kind of something that's not missed or replaced. Rather, you know what I was saying? Is either you're going to have someone introduced into the band that is of the same caliber, that you're going to introduce like there was nothing missing, like you know, the day goes on, or you're going to add somebody that is a different kind of a character that adds a different kind of dimension as you're going. So it seems to me, just by the appearance, that Lovebites went for someone that is, you know, the day goes on. You know, you replace something with the exact kind of same match. We're looking for something that is exactly the same. We don't want somebody that's going to add a different dimension or whatever, because we've got what we've got. We just want somebody that can gel into what we already have, and so we can continue with what we already have and go on with that journey. So that's what I'm getting straight away, just by the appearance on it. So I'm now looking at look, you're not going to be able to be a Miho playing the bass. We know that. So it looks to me that they went for appearance first. But I mean, I'm only saying that because that's the first thing that hit out to me. So maybe when I do press play, that her riffs and everything else will stick out as in regarding characteristics. But for me, listening to Bravehearted, it sounds like another day. You know, the day goes on, as in we've just replaced somebody. We replaced Miho with Miho Part 1. You know, the twin sister kind of thing. There's nothing that sticks out, so to speak. Because that's what I'm getting. You know, feel free to give me your opinion on what you think I said a while ago. I know I'm dribbling on, but I'm just trying to, you know. I'm going to go back just a little bit, to about say here. Wow. Asami looks even younger. But the only one that looks slightly older. Ooh, I don't know if I can say that. I'm not even going to say the name. I tell you what, I can't really hear the bass. Now, is she not going to have a solo piece? No solo piece for an introduction. So, Lovebite returns with a new bass guitarist, Fami. What I got from the whole thing, look, all Lovebite is brilliant, number one. You know, I love Lovebites, and especially it was a big impact for me when I declared my solemn musician love for Miho. She's absolutely amazing. She's the one for me that's stuck out. So I'm going to scrutinize this really, and as well as it being very difficult to see a replacement, as well as being happy as well for Lovebite to continuing on, as well as being happy for Miho with her individual projects that she's doing right at the moment. Apologies. But I was before I pressed play, before I reacted, I said to you guys that it's either going to be a case. Look, you're not going to get a bass player that's going to have a lower caliber than Miho. It doesn't make sense. So it's either going to be of the same caliber, or or a different dimension where you're going to see a character coming out, just like you saw Miho's character coming out when she was playing the bass. So that's what I was looking for. either option 1 or option 2. And it seems to me that they went with option 1, that not only if she had red hair or blue hair, come on, do you know what I mean? So for me, it was like, you replace somebody that was like similar. So I don't know who the PR person was, or I don't know how much input I just don't know about that side of things. But it must have come to a discussion of, do you want something that's similar looking, like there's nothing's changed? Or do you want somebody that's completely standing out like an individual character? Like, you all have individual character. You can tell Asami from when she sings, you know? Do you know what I mean? You can tell everybody's individual character, and everybody's individual character, especially on the instrument that they're playing, no matter who they're playing. So is it kind of like you didn't want that kind of thing? But because I can't see or hear of her individual part. And maybe it's because it was the track that has already been, you know, we've already know what Bravehearted is. So even if you got anybody, any person, anybody from the street, and you say, look, play this part, you know, they in your band, they're going to play the same, you wouldn't see that character, or would you? Do you know? Or is it a case of like, you know, let's see if you can match exactly what Miho did. And basically you did. You matched everything. Apart from, I didn't really quite hear yourself. I was trying to listen out and pin out yourself, to hear your character. Maybe a new song that none of us have heard from Lovebite is where you see and add your character into it. But for this one track, brilliant track. We all know what Braveheart is about. It was very, very exciting to see a new bass guitarist, because it's needed, so it's, you know, so life can continue on with Lovebite. So it's lovely, I can see that, and that's brilliant. But I would have thought, my only small critique about it is, because this is her, you know, debut appearance, surely you would have given her a solo piece out of it. Just do a, you know, I don't know, to say a solo piece. Maybe that will be in the next one, but I don't know. That's the first thing I would have thought of. What do you think, you guys? A solo piece? I'm happy with what I saw, don't get me wrong. But like I said before, Miho was, you know, come on, for me. So I'm like scrutinizing. I really am. Am I disappointed? A little bit, because I didn't get that solo piece. I didn't see what her's about. I saw her, I was like, wow, similarities. But as in her character playing the bass part, I couldn't recognize it, because it was a bass part that Miho does. So she was just following and pattering that. So, you know, it's quite, once you're following somebody else's bass pattern, it's quite difficult to add your own personal character to it when you're following somebody else's character. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, I didn't quite hear her sticking out as well as I did with Miho. But I'm hoping when they have their debut single and the debut album, that she'll stick out more, and she'll see character, and we will be happy with it. I'm happy with it now, but the solo piece would have seen the character. That's what I'm saying. But for now, I salute you. I love it. I did. But I did.